Welcome back to class, dear students. In this lesson, I will be taking you through crafting simple HTML documents. We have seen some of the essential basic building blocks you need. In the previous lesson, talk about web page structure, talk about HTML tag, HTML element, HTML attribute. Now, let's quickly put together and have what we call HTML document. What's an HTML document? And then why is it different from other documents and things like that? Let's quickly discuss in this lesson. So now, HTML document is a file containing hypertext markup language code. It is the standard format for documents designed to be displayed in a web browser. So like I've told you before, let's do the practical maybe again. Is HTML, if I open this, you can see it. HTML is document. When you say HTML document, is that document, and you know what a document is, any file could be a document like that contain HTML code. And when it is saved in .html extension, your browser can read it. So for example, if we reload this so that you know, is the one. Yeah. Let's uncomment this control / or command / if you're on Linux too, you use Windows system something, so we just control. I believe you should be on Linux if you are not on Mac, following this already. So now, because I've discussed it severally as a developer, to save yourself a headache, you had better be on, if you don't have Mac OS, you had better be on Linux, which is the cheapest and easiest. Now, the next one is, let's save this. Yeah, you see it's come up. If in this document now, let's try and go back to the lesson here. I'm coming, which is the standard, and I was explaining that if we have tested it before, I take this now and rename it. Before I do that, I think I have a document file. Look at it, how it's being displayed is HTML. Then I take this, rename it, right, double click it, okay, rename. Then I clear this and turn it to txt. Look at everything here. Because it's just a plain text, and you can see the system has identified like a pure text-based document. You understand that? So those are what differentiates and makes a document an HTML. It has to contain HTML code and be saved in HTML extension. So when those two things are, and when you have a HTML document, there is a structure the code should be, which it should be, not, sorry, or must be. Because if you don't follow those, there will be a lot of issues. So for us to correct that, now we can change it anywhere. Can do here. If I do it here, it's the same HTML. You will see. Do you see that instantly? And the same, if I come here, refresh, it's saying it's not recognizing it because of, let me save. So it's because let's reopen it. Yeah, we change it, and then, so now you can see it here. So those are the essential thing. Other essential thing is what you've seen here, which is being outlined, that this should be document type and structure. Every HTML starts with a doc type declaration, which defines the document type and HTML version. The basic structure include HTML, head, body, tag. That's all. It's just those essential tags. Every other thing, and I will show you here, is in between. See, let's minimize this. Do you see? So it's just these two tags actually the doc, the main one is just the HTML that indicates. So everything that must be rendered must be in between that HTML tag, and that we call this whole thing HTML element. So the opening HTML tag of the element and the closing, which is this, and you know when you close, usually you use / to tell you that everything from here to here has ended here. The opening usually don't have any sign, so, but this always have / before it. So now inside it, you can now have the head C and then the body. That's all. So you have just this doc type to indicate that, okay, this is a HTML document. You have this, which is the most important first. Then when you have this and then you don't follow this structure, it may not render. You understand what I'm saying? But if you have this, then it prepare the browser that, okay, this is an HTML document, then whatever we render it to trigger it. But then that begin to look for the structure. Okay, docs and all those things. So then this is the head. It knows that whatever is inside the head should not be displayed in the body. You see, cannot find. Let me refresh. You see, should not be displayed in the body. That's why token minter dApps. You can't see it anywhere here, but it's here. You can see it. It's there. So anything you put here is not for the display. It's usually you can put scripts, put a lot of things that you don't usually need user to see them, but they work as part of the website or dApp front end. Now, then you have the body is now whatever you have inside your browser that user can see or interact with, your form, your anything. That's what you are seeing here. So I can comment this out, save. So then we have the, you see the head section, and then we have the example code as usual. This comes from the previous lesson, and now we have the new expand the document. This update, we have organized the document to clearer section, header, main content, footer. You understand? So if I get this up now, the body, so you can always try to fix them. For example, if I comment this out, oops, clear this out, let's see what happened, and then try to save. Do you see it? Nothing is displayed because there's no body. So whatever I try to type, you see, is just like it's normal text, and I cannot begin to structure like normal text, so it has to be inside the body. So now let me copy the body I just copied from that lesson. So you see this is now becoming much neater, but you know that you have the body, you have a lot of things goes into the body, everything you want to design, everything. Even there could be a script inside for JavaScript, CSS and things like that. When we get to those, we'll also discuss them. So that's the major thing for this. Got question, ask in comment, check if other students have ask specific question for specific lesson to get help. And ask here, not in Discord. Discord is for general. You have issue with your account, DPU account, and some other things, and to get updates from the DPU team, the Program University team. That's it. But specific, you want the author, especially myself, to answer you, please ask here. It helps to ensure I don't keep repeating answer for the same question, because other students will come see it and will not bother to ask, and that saves them and myself a lot of time. So, and help other students as well. So please, I will see you in the next lesson. I remain Solomon Foske. Keep the programming spirit alive, your assurance to succeed in the long term as a developer. And please always do good to humanity and nature with your knowledge and programming skill to make the world and the universe a better place for us all. See you and peace.